You're listening to 1230 The Fan 2. We're here on deck. Let's move on to some of the contenders this year. The obvious place to start is with the Phillies. Mm-hmm. The Phillies have not been as fortunate as the Braves when it comes to injuries so far.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think everybody coming into spring training was picking the Phillies out of the NL to be in the World Series. I mean, we haven't played a single game. They already have the World Series wrapped up with the 4 great pitchers that they got. But coming in here, they lose their closer, Brad Lidge, who, I mean, in my personal opinion, he had a great year the year they won the World Series, but he's been a little off since then. And so I think losing him, that's a big name, but maybe not as a big deal as it been last year. But also they're losing Utley till the All-Star break, maybe even longer than that. They lose Jason Worth, so I think Howard needs to watch out because he doesn't have any bats around him to protect him in the lineup. They're going to be throwing the balls right at him, and he's known to strike out quite a few times, so he needs to be looking out. So maybe the Phillies don't wrap up this division as soon as people expect.
Yeah, I agree with that, Tyler, and even with the guys that are healthy right now, you're looking at Raul Ibanez in left field. The guy's 39 years old. That's usually not someone that plays left field. Usually at that age, you're DHing or you're a bench player. And then at the hot corner, they have 36-year-old Placido Polanco, who's already had some elbow issues. I don't like this team as far as health goes. I know that the Braves have Chipper Jones turning 39 this year. But top to bottom, I think the Phillies are in a little bit of trouble. Guys like Jimmy Rollins, I think, are on the downswing of their career. And other guys like Ibanez obviously are.
You're right there. And then another thing about the Phillies is that rotation is amazing, but their bullpen is not. And like you said, Brad Lidge is out for 3 to 6 weeks. They did not make a move in the offseason to have a backup for him.
Well, definitely. I mean, they spent all their money for their starters. I mean, so you better hope those guys are going 6-7 innings at least every game they're out there. But when you look at the Braves and to the Phillies, you look at the middle of the order that the Braves had with the bats they got to protect each other in the order. So the number 3, number 4, number 5 guys, they're all going to get good pitches because they know the guy up right next up behind them is going to be able to put the ball into play and even hit it out of the park. So I think if the Braves, when they play the Phillies or teams like that with heavy starter, like with a great starting rotation, they need to work those pitchers out of the game and go to their bullpen, especially with the Phillies, and they might be able to pull out some series with a team like that.
We're going to have the opportunity to find that out very quickly because the Phillies will be in town next weekend for the home opening series. You're listening to 1230 The Fan 2. We're here on deck.